So we're going to start on all fours, just moving through cat-cow. So starting in neutral, then looking up towards dropping the back down. And then tucking the chin in. Spread the shoulder blades apart and arch the back up. Just moving through these two. Spreading the shoulder blades. And the next time, spread the shoulder blades, you're going to sit back onto the heels, nice and straight, and then rocking forward, dropping down, look up. So moving through rolling cat-cows on these ones, now you take it to the sides, so stretching, move over to your left, round to your right, and coming all the way up. And then looking up into cow. And then again, over to the right, coming round. So stretching up back, warming up the shoulders and the hips. Do one more of these. And from there, pressing into down dog, is pedal the feet out, stretch the back of the legs, press away from the hands. And then you either come back to your knees or just stepping through. Bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand and just rocking backs and forwards, stretching into that right hip and stretching the back quad. And from there, just rotate, so lifting the right hand up, look towards your fingertips. Bring the elbow down to the inside, just moving between these two, nice and gently. One more. Really reach up, elbow down as far as you can, knees back together, and either straight swap or back to down dog, and then bring left foot towards left hand and gently rocking backs and forwards. And then same thing, lifting the left hand, rotate towards the knee, stretch, look up to the fingertips, and then elbow as far down as you can to the inside of that foot. Nice, slow, deep breaths. One more, all the way up, far down as you can. Hands back together, knees back. You get back to your down dog, just pedal the feet out again. And from here, you're just going to roll forward, bring your hips over the top, into a forward lean plank. If that's too much for your wrists, bring the hands a little bit further out in front or come onto your knuckles and you're just moving between down dog and forward plank. Some nice deep breaths. Really try and stretch. As you press back, press the outside of your feet, make sure all toes are in contact. Try and get a little bit further, try and get those heels far down as you can. Stretch into the ankles. Do one more here, press all the way back. And then you're going to press back to down dog, slowly walk the hands towards the feet. And you're just going to gently roll all the way up. Looking up towards the ceiling, gentle little back bend here. Open the chest. And then we're going to roll all the way down. Walking the hands out, back to your plank. From there, either walk the feet up or jump into squat position. Hold for a second. From there, either walk the feet back or jump back. Pressing the hips up and roll all the way up. And again, as you get to the top, just a little lean back. Opening up the chest. Drop the chin down. All the way back down. We're going to do the same thing. So walk the hands out. Jump or step. Top of the mat. Hands up. Spend a few minutes just rocking side to side, trying to get stretch into the hips. Hands back down, jump or step back. Hips back up, and walking the hands, trying to get minimal sway in the hips, don't let them go side to side, and rolling all the way up. Stretching, chest open. And then slowly roll back down. You've got 3 more of these. Walking the hands out, plank position, jump or step. Top of the mat, sit in that low squat. And then hands back down, jump back, step back, press the hips up. Gently walk the hands all the way back up. Roll the shoulders at the top, stretch, lean back. So 2 more, rolling down. So taking your time on these ones. Plank position, jump or step. Sitting in that low squat, open the hips. Hands back down, back to plank, hips up. Walk back to your feet, rolling all the way up. Stretching back, bring your hands here, so lower back, you need support. And then last one, rolling down, all the way up to plank position. Hold, jump forward, gently side to side. Should feel like a little bit more movement in the hips now. Hands back down, jump back, step back, hips up. Walk the hands all the way up, gently rolling up. Hands on the back if you need to. Just gently pressing. Trying to get a little more back bend, open up the chest here. Good, then you're going to come to the middle of your mat. We're going to do the chair pose and twist. So starting off by just feet hip distance apart, feet facing forward. Just going to slowly bring the hands forward, sitting low, like you're sitting on a chair behind you. Coming up. So just into chair pose, hold for a second, back up. So keeping the eye line forward. Hold nicely. You actually want to think the knees tracking over the toes. You don't want them collapsing in, going too far out. So keep it about taking your feet a little bit wider than the hip width, that's fine. Just slow, squat. You should feel the glute muscles start to fire as you come up. So one more like this. Then we're going to add in a little twist. So bringing your hands together, you're just going to, as you squat down, twist, get your left elbow onto your right knee, looking up to your right elbow. And then bring it all the way up, stretch up. And then do same the other side. Reach up, twist, reach up, twist. Good, and then on these reach up, so we want to think of not bending into the back too much, but using our shoulders. So keeping here nice and square, tucking the pelvis underneath you. Good, and we're moving on to some holds this time. So we're going to hold 3, 2, 1. Reaching all the way up, and then the other side, hold 3, 2, 1. Stretching all the way up. One more each side. Lift that top elbow. 3, 2, 1. Up. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Reach up and then just let those arms shrug the shoulders back, shake the legs. We're going to move into some balance ones. So we start off with just the balance hold. So lifting, hold your hands, try and tap knee up towards your hand. Trying to keep, if you've got a mirror or anything to watch, and you're trying to keep without going swaying side to side as you lift. So try and think of centre of gravity straight down. Lift, hold, lift, hold. Try and think of putting the foot exactly where you found it. This one helps to be barefoot or in socks rather than trainers. Nice deep breaths, breathe into the belly. Do one more like this. allowing you to move into some hip open ones. So bring it up, out to the side, back and down. Up to the side, back and down. Do the same thing, kicking behind, take it out, back and down. Out to the side, back and down. While we go for the full one, out, kick back, round, up, out, kick back, round, and reverse it, back, up, round, back, up, round. Same thing on the other side, so lift up, out, back, say, round, up, out, back, round, definitely my weaker side, out, back, round, and then reverse it. So if, like me, you have one leg weaker than the other, try to spend a little bit longer just on that side. Good. Back, out, round, back down. Good, shaking the legs out. Then we move into some step back lunges, so some strength work for the legs, which I know a lot of you will have requested. So stepping back, pause, hold, so hold with the knee just above the ground, press back, step back, hold, press back. You know, adding the arm movement as well, so stretching, arms up, reach back, arms up, reach back. Trying to get a nice deep stretch and strength for the legs, holding the balance. Hold, balance, hold. If you want to make this one more of a challenge, make sure you've got enough space to reach your arms in front of you here. Stepping back, arms overhead, as you come forward, balance, bring it back and down. Same thing, the other side. Oh, balance, hold, bring it back. So either stick with these, hold, come forward, balance, step back, hold, forward, balance, hold. This is a real test of the glutes as well, so strength, pull forward, supporting in the glute, through the foot that's landed on the ground, step back, forward, hold. Couple more here, forward, hold, back, forward, hold. And harder, obviously, you reach your hands out the front, sides as well, try and hold it as long as possible. Good, and then standing up. Right, we move into some working the inner thigh now, so stretching and strengthening for here. So starting on your knees, hands out in front, so hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Stretch your right leg out to the side, plant the outside of the foot, so stretching to the outside of the foot, and just gently rocking back onto the heel. If you're tucking the toes of the back feet, it gets a little bit more of a stretch into the arch and into that back foot. Rocking nice and gently. Again, moving within your range. Don't press into pain. Just try and each time begin a little bit further and spending a little bit longer. So hold that pose back for a second, then come forward. So we're aiming to try and make it as comfortable as possible for the joint, so it allows us that movement. We don't want to cause pain or injury. And then lift, coming forward, lift the right hand, twist up, tuck the right hand underneath, chin up, twist. One more. Twist. Good. Then you're going to move your left hand so it's in line with your knee and your foot, reaching over and then pushing up. Stretch and the other way, so stretching sideways here down to the floor, so gently moving between these, trying to land as soft as possible. Looking at the top hand, each time, rotating up. And then this time you're going to land the hand back down and you're going to lift your right leg up. So it's a nice straight long line. Point the toes and you bring the knee in towards your chest. Kick back. Knee in towards the chest. Kick back. So you're trying to keep that leg nice and straight parallel. You don't want to shoot it up. Shoot it too low. So just keep it nice and parallel. Using our glute muscle here and our core to stabilise, so no dropping in the hip, collapsing through the shoulder. Press away from the hand. Two more here. And then just gently lift and lower, so almost to the ground, back up, almost to the ground, back up. Nice deep breaths. This one really works the glutes. Yeah, then holding it parallel, almost there. You've just got 5 little circles one way, 5 the other way. And then back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, lowering it down. Back, press back to child's pose. Little stretch. Then we're going to move into the other side, so taking left leg out this time, starting with those rocks. So just gently sitting back. Rocking backwards and forwards. Kind of slowly breathing. And one more here. And coming forward, lift the left hand, look up towards those left fingertips. Stretch underneath. All the way back. So a nice twist to the spine. One more. Hand back down, you're going to take your right hand sits in line with your knee and your foot, and then just stretching your left arm over the top. And then gently coming up. Left arm goes down as far as you can down your leg. Reach your right arm over. And then back. So stretching into the side waist. Gently moving between these. Try not to use the floor of your leg as a springboard to push up. And this time planting the right hand down, we're going to do the leg lift series on this side. So press up through the core, lift the leg up, bring the knee in towards your chest, kick back. The toes pointed, knee in towards the chest, kick back, keeping core, top half of your body nice and stable, so pressing up through your hand. If it helps you have a tendency to tip back, you can bring your arm in front to keep the weight forward, or use that hand as a balance tool if you need. One more of these. And then you're going to move into lift and lower, so almost to the ground. Back up. Nice deep breath, control your breathing. These are tough. Good, got one more of these. And then onto your 5 circles one way, or 5 the other way. Good, and then bring it down, back into child's pose, stretch it out. And then you're going to come forward, sitting, legs extended out in front. Then just going to gently take right leg out, left leg as far as it's comfortable for you, making sure we're sitting on top of our seat bones here. And then where it's comfortable for you, if you need to bend your knees in, bring it in, that's fine. You're going to just reach the right hand down towards your foot, stretch your left hand over, and then do same the other side, so left hand down, right hand over, and then hands out in front, reach as far forward as you can, hold for a second, and then slowly bring the hands back underneath. Repeat all those three, so over to the right, over to your left, and then reaching the hands out in front, and over to the right. Nice deep breaths as you do this, making sure we're not making this an uncomfortable stretch. You don't want any pain. Discomfort's fine, no pain. Good, you've got this twice more through. Nice deep breaths. Seeing each time if we just get a little bit further, so maybe you're here, trying to get just beyond the knee. And reaching forward. And this time we're going to try something. So you can either stick with these ones, we'll try a little back bend backwards, so putting your right hand behind you, lift your hips up, reach behind, and then stretching forward. So up to you whether you stick with the first ones, we'll try these ones. A little bit of a back bend and hip strength. It is a difficult one. Bring it up. Don't worry if you don't get much movement at first. This one takes time, takes practice. One more each side. Good, then back down. Slowly bend the knees, bring them back in, and go over onto your front, so lying face down. We've got a couple more exercises to do. So this one, called the scorpion, you're going to take your hands out to howl position, it's a little bit wider than your mat. And you're going to take the feet flat on the ground, you're going to twist, so bend your left knee up towards, your foot up towards your bum, lift the knee off, and try and touch that foot down, twisting in the spine again. Don't worry if you don't get all the way over, just try and think of keeping that knee high to drop the foot down. And looking towards the side that you're twisting, so then right side, twist over, bring back and down. So left knee up, and twist, bring it back and down. So right knee, flex, lift, twist, bring it back and down. Left, up, twist, back and down. So flex, up, twist, back down. Let's do one more each side. So flex, up, twist, back down. If you feel any pinching in your lower back here, just keeping the legs slightly longer, just trying to twist over instead. But wherever you are, just doing your last one. Press back, down dog, and then we're just going to move into a little bit more of our back extension, and then can stretch. So doing those, we can do the hand hovers this time as well. So the back extension ones, we're just rolling that all the way with your nose. Make sure the glutes are on, so turning the feet out slightly. Pressing, squeeze the glutes, lift up, lifting the hands, scoot your shoulder blades together. Lowering back and down. This is the last exercise you've got to do, making sure those glutes are working. You want to feel the top of the shoulders working, not pinching in the lower back. If that feels easy, shoot the hands out straight, bring them back in and back down. Roll that all the way, lift up, shoot the hands if you're doing that one, bring back and down. So you can get the legs involved too now, so think of hovering up, shoot the hands, back and down. So roll the ball, lift up, back and down. Two more, so lift up, front, bring it back and down. Last one. Lift up, hands overhead if you're doing that version, bring back and down. Good, right, you can stretch. So hands underneath the shoulders, pressing back into your down dog. Try and melt some either the chin or the forehead down to the mat. Reach away with your hands. Nice deep breaths. And then on your next breath, just rocking forward. Tuck your left hand underneath your right. Twisting. If you're able to get your shoulder down to the ground, twist, bring your right hand up. And then drop that hand back down, press up, and you're going to swap sides. So right hand underneath the left. Now hold there, lift that top hand, stretch up. And then hands back down into our cat-cow, so spreading shoulder blades apart, arch the back, and look between your knees, and dropping the belly down, looking up towards the ceiling. And again, tucking the chin in, moving side to side here, stretching to the back. Remember, these cool-down stretches are about stretching, restorative stretches, rather than trying to get any mobility gains. Just trying to slow the heart rate, slow the breathing. And from there, press the down dog, pedal the feet, and then you're going to step right foot to right hand, drop the back knee, and just gently rock backwards and forwards. And staying forward, lift the right hand, twist up, look towards your right fingertips. Like someone's pulling you away from that hand, press away from your left. And then try and get that elbow down to the inside. And hands back together, knees back together, back to your down dog. And then bringing left foot forward, drop the right knee, just gently rock backwards and forwards. And then stay forward, just lift your left hand, lift up, press away from your right, like someone stretching you from your left hand. And then elbow down to the inside. Hands back together, knees back together, back to your down dog, pedal the feet again, last time. Nice deep breath and just walking the feet towards the hands. Stay nice and low, just grab hold of the elbows and gently twist side to side. And then just let go of the elbows, keeping the chin tucked in. Let them swing side to side. And then now with each swing just getting a little bit higher each time, so rolling up the spine, moving the arms side to side. Till you come all the way up, and just shrugging the shoulders back around, move the head. And hopefully you enjoyed it. Any questions as always, just give me a shout, drop me a message or drop me an email. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it.